Welcome in, come meet my Bristol bro. Anything from this to that, my Bristol bro. So nice to introduce my Bristol bro. Anyone from him to her, my Bristol bro. Work with these hands, you see this hard form. Say with your chest, my pen is hardcore. Even at my desk, feel like a star-lord. And it shows how much we give it all for. Now it's time to give them all an encore. Till it's back to the drawing. Welcome in, come meet my Bristol bro. Anything from this to that, my Bristol bro. So nice to introduce my Bristol bro. Anyone from him to her, my Bristol bro.
Happy Tuesday, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome back to your Bristol Bros, your weekly dose. Right now, a singular Bristol Bro. Mr. Sam is working on some technical difficulties, trying to get his camera working. He's uninstalled, he's reinstalled, he's rebooted. It is still not working. So for now, everybody is stuck with me. We wanted to get on here and talk a little bit about Sam Kieth and his prolific work, gone way too soon, a true legend of the art form of comics and just art in general. He brought such a unique style and had such a unique voice. I know it resonated with a lot of people, myself included, specifically because how unique and different it was compared to everybody else out there at the time. This is the early Image days, so darker Image and just the debut of the Max, and just truly, it's like, where did this guy come from? Like fully developed, and for a lot of us, seeing the Max was our first time experiencing his work. So make sure you guys let me know in the chat your first earliest Sam Kieth memory. Maybe you were picking up his work before that. I had actually seen his stuff in Marvel Comics Presents, in the Wolverine stories and the covers and everything. So I was slightly familiar with him when he hopped over to Image and did the work on the Max. But let me know for you guys where your first dose of Sam Kieth came from. And speaking of Sam's, I see my buddy Sam McClurg popped in. Bristol bro, you made it work.
I did.
Nice.
I had to uninstall the drivers and reinstall it twice. And had to do a full PC restart. And then it finally worked.
Second time was the charm instead of the third time. That's good.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I was just letting everybody know kind of the theme tonight. We were going to talk about Sam and kind of his impact he had on us, and our first earliest memories of seeing his stuff. And then I know you have, being the collector you are, you have some obscure Sam Kieth stuff that you're going to show off today.
Yeah, I wouldn't say like super weird things, but definitely things that you wouldn't expect, that he had done in the past for sure.
More unique,
less
mainstream
life comics.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited to see that stuff. And I just as a backup, I pulled up some of his original art just in case you didn't get your camera working. So depending on how long we go, I can always do a screen share and we can look and drool over some of that stuff that, well, it all says it's sold, and I'm sure that's going to be the oh no, there's a page. If you got a spare 7,500 around, you can get a Batman Max page 3 from issue 5 is available.
Let's see here. What we
there
got?
We go. Yeah.
What page is it?
It says it's page 3 from issue 5. It almost looks like a cover.
Yeah, I don't think there's a cover gallery in this.
Yeah.
In this, but yeah, do you have this book though?
I have it digitally.
Yeah,
yes.
dope.
Yes, I love it.
We'll look at it.
Before we start, I got to tell my little story about how I my love of Sam Kieth in original art got me some card fraud the other day. So when the news of his passing hit, I came to the realization I never bought the artist edition of the Max. It came out in like 2016, and I was looking at my shelf. I'm like, how did I not get that? So then I started trying to find it. Yeah, I found it, but apparently not on a legitimate website.
Oof.
Yeah, oof. Yeah, up at 2 a.m, making sure to lock my credit card and change my PayPal password and all that fun stuff. Yeah, it's worth it though. For the love of seeking out Sam's work, it was worth it.
Hell yeah.
All right, in the chat, let's see. Our buddy Michael Gardner's here. He says, "Good evening, yo." And RGH3 Comics says, "The Max is the first I noticed him, but I might have seen Wolverine first." Yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw that Marvel Comics Presents stuff first. Michael Gardner says, "My first was also Marvel Presents Wolverine. I was like, what's this? Very unique, drawing 1,000 little hairs in a crazy style." Yeah, he did love drawing the hairs and the tattered clothing, the little squiggles, the spirals. Gary Greco's in here, says hi. Welcome, Gary. Awesome. Well, I don't think we should drag our feet too much, man. Do you want to get your camera? Is the other camera going to work, or are you just going to use this one to show the books?
Yeah, I have a mounting arm, so hopefully getting it swapped over will be a little easier here. And then yeah, I plan on investing in a secondary camera here too to make it easier just to swap between the two, which I can do, but unfortunately StreamYard doesn't allow me to use two cameras at the same time like OBS does.
Yeah,
so that's why I have to invest.
Well, you can set up your OBS to share your virtual cam, and then you can set it up as a second scene with your other camera and do it that way, because that's what I do on the drawing live streams.
Gotcha.
Yeah, a little more legwork for you, but once you have it set up, it's easy. Yeah, if you want to get that set up, dude, go ahead and give me the high sign when you're ready. I'm just looking at some of these pages over here. Yeah, there is actually a lot of stuff still available on Albert Moy's site, and some of it's actually affordable, guys. So nobody has snatched it all up. I bet it won't be available for long, though. It's going to be everybody seeking it out, I'm sure. The collectors that don't already own it. All right, looks like Sam has got his other camera ready to go.
Good enough.
Good enough. Looks good. All right, I'm giving you the full stage here. I'm maximizing, pun intended.
All right. So first things first, ladies and gentlemen, a little bit of self-promotion.
Completely shameless self-promotion time.
Got to, brother. You're doing this shit for a living. So
you have to full-time now.
Yeah, that's right. So with that being said, I am on Patreon. I do have a bunch of stuff on there currently. I've been pretty much posting every day. I just put up a bunch of stuff yesterday for free. And Patreon emailed me and said a lot of that stuff is a no-no and you can't have it up in the free section. So I had to lock it up behind paid members.
Okay, so what specifically was a no-no?
It was my fat pussy thumbnail.
Oh,
I put up for free, and they have like a thing that it's it's adult content.
Oh, I see. You got I just pulled that up. You got the adult warning. Are you 18 or older?
Yeah. So I have to.
You're an adult creator.
Yeah, they made me flag my account as an adult creator.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
But now, as long as you agree to that, you can. Looks like you can get in and.
Cool.
See it.
So yeah, I'm on Patreon. I got $3, $5, and a $20 a month thing. The $20 a month is more for people who might be starting out in comics and just kind of wants to, a bit of a mentorship, maybe start getting into self-publishing, that sort of thing. And then a lot of branding help.
they can get your advice on kickstarting, since you got a lot of experience with that.
Yeah, exactly. So just a lot of life experiences in general as well, military experience and small business experience and all that kind of stuff. So just be able to help out people there.
Nice.
But yeah, so this was the Jack Kirby bootleg that we just put out recently. West Coast Dave.
Look at our buddy Dave on there.
Yep. So, but yeah, this was a ton of fun to put together. We just did a bunch of Jack Kirby stuff. So
that's awesome.
$5 homage to the king. Serve it up, folks.
Love it. And that's available on your website.
That is correct. Yeah, and I'll have it as an add-on for the Kickstarter. I printed, there's 60 of these in my possession, so once they're gone, they're gone. I doubt I'll do a reprint. And then just a little bit of promotion here, because I just found this actually. Dan gave this to me. So this is called a click track, and Dan makes these. Stand Up
Our
Dan.
buddy Stand Up Dan, yeah.
Yeah, so these are basically little pamphlets. So if you're familiar with like if you've ever been to like the grocery store or whatever, and you see like those weird like church like advertisement booklets, you know what I'm talking about, where it's like you know, follow God or you're gonna burn
little
in hell,
brochures,
that kind of shit.
Yeah,
so he did that but for comics, and he just leaves these out at like grocery stores and stuff and like promotes his record company, but these are comics kind of making fun of that whole shtick of like, you know, Christians leaving their advertisements all over the place.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is just a fun thing that I just found actually in my car because I had brought this back from Pittsburgh and it had got lost in my car, and I was cleaning it out and there it was laying on my floorboard.
That's a unique idea too. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, Jim Rugg actually just made a bunch of these for V-Friends. I mean, and it's the same exact format. Like the back even looks the same and the front is even the same. So I'm pretty certain that he got the idea from.
I'm sure, yeah. Michael Gardner says, LOL, Sam Flint McClurg. Yeah, minus the wheelchair. Let's keep him out. Let's keep him out of there.
And then I do have a little bit of a small haul here before we get into Sam Kieth goodness. I am going to be on Reader Comics here soon. So our friend Daryl was on our show recently.
He gave you some homework, didn't he?
Yeah, so he's going to be covering the Extension stuff through, you know, New Mutants and X-Men, that whole storyline.
Yeah, Extinction Agenda, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to be doing 95 and possibly 96 with him. For sure, 95. It's on the fence if we're going to be doing 96 as well.
So he's got you looking at the OG Liefeld.
Yeah, and so I already owned this copy of New Mutants because why the hell wouldn't you?
Yep.
But yeah, this stuff I'm like X-Men in general, I'm super unfamiliar with because there's just way too much and it's out there. You know what I mean?
The barrier to entry, it's just a lot of reading to try to catch up.
So it's like outside of like the Wolverine miniseries and like Grand Design, my X-Men knowledge is pretty slim.
Okay.
So I kind of took this on as a challenge to like, well, I guess I got to learn.
Yeah.
You know? So
that's awesome. When are you going on Read Your Comics?
We're going to be recording in like the next week or two, and then he's going to be putting those up throughout April.
Very cool.
He's doing an entire month of X-Men stuff.
Yeah, guys, make sure you go support him. He's got an awesome channel. It was really fun having him on here.
And then
and you're still on the Liefeld train. You're picking up the new Youngblood.
Bro, as soon as I saw this, I was like, yeah, I got to buy that day one.
You know, I've had that on pre-order now for over a year, and they keep changing the release date on it.
That is surprising.
Yeah.
And then the Youngblood manga, it's like, oh, we put digital screen tones on our pages, boys.
But I'm going to say this. Rob's work has never looked better than in those manga editions.
Dude, I think in general, like these comics is like the best comics he's ever put out. Like in terms of his drawing ability, it's fucking incredible.
The manga ones in particular with the added blood and the screen tones really makes his stuff pop.
I love Bad Rock.
Yeah, he's going all out. You can tell this is a labor of love for him.
Yeah. Awesome. It's good stuff. He uses this pose a lot.
He does, and he inks his own faces. He wants everybody to know he will not let anybody else ink the faces. He always inks the faces.
I always love like the super chiseled jawline, regardless if it's a male or a female. They have the same exact jawline.
Super square.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
All right, so let's and then same thing. I'm collecting these to sell still.
Oh, that's right. You've been picking up that new Dick Tracy. You said
Yeah.
you're having trouble getting into it though.
Yeah, I'm a super big fan of, I mean, like, look at this book I got sitting right here.
I love that cover though. That's a sick cover.
Look at this bad boy.
Oh yeah, the OG.
Yeah, so it's like that's the stuff that I'm into, is more the newspaper strip and like just the wild, outlandish stuff about Dick Tracy.
Right.
And then this, they're like, oh, let's ground Dick Tracy, and it's like they missed the mark. You know what I mean? With like, I like Dick Tracy because of all the goofy shit that's in it.
Right.
So.
Oh, my buddy John's in here. What's up, John? Welcome in, bud. Oh, the Masters of the Universe. Freddie Williams did the art on that. Yeah.
It's incredible. He did.
Freddie was the first person, to my knowledge, to do a book about drawing digitally. Yeah, he did that DC Comics guide to drawing digitally. I have it over on the shelf, long time ago. Yeah, I love his work.
Yeah, it's incredible. And a lot of this stuff too. So like, I wonder if they do it in this book. Oh, that sucks. They don't. So in the Turtles of Grayskull, because that's what I was curious to see if they had it in the back matter of this. In the Turtles of Grayskull miniseries that he did last year, in the back, he did that book in pencils, and all of his pencils are in the back.
Oh, sweet. So he's doing some more traditional stuff.
Yeah, but it doesn't look like any of that bonus stuff is in here. But like I said, that Turtles of Grayskull that he did last year, all of his pencils are in the back. Like the last 4 or 5 pages are little pencils. They're awesome.
Yeah, I bet he switched to the digital method, so he had some originals to sell.
And then, of course, I'm on the Space Ghost still.
Yep.
Badass cover.
That is. Who's doing the covers on those? Because that last one when you showed the last time we were on had a sick cover too. Francesco Mattina. Okay.
Yeah.
The interior art looks pretty good too.
And they always have like a million variant covers.
Yeah.
Like Jay Lee always has some. Michael Cho always does some. Man, I'm trying to remember who else did a bunch of variant covers that first run. But yeah, dude, the interiors on this book are incredible.
The Dynamite's the ones who's publishing it now, right?
Yeah. And when I was working for Steve, I got a story for you when we're off air about that.
Nice. Okay. I revel in the off air Steve stories. Picking up that new Darkness still.
Yeah, still on this. I mean, it's Silvestri, man. It's like I'm not in it to read this shit. Like, let's be honest, but I'm in it to look at Silvestri. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
yeah. And Squid Marks is in here. What's up?
What are you gonna do?
Michael Gardner in referring to Dick Tracy says phone watches are a reality now. Yeah,
that's right.
A lot of the stuff from those old spy comics are a reality now.
And then Badger Bedlam. So this is an old one through First Comics, and my comic shop just gave this to me. He's like, I found it in the basement, and this is
Mike Barron wrote it.
Yeah, Mike Barron special. So Badger is his character.
That's right.
Yeah, and he's still doing Badger comics. Like they just stopped like a 10-issue run like a month or two ago, I want to say.
Yeah, and he's doing a ton of stuff. I remember when I had him on the pod, he had a bunch of stuff in the works.
And it's okay stuff. The art is kind of hit or miss in it, but I mean the writing is whatever.
Our buddy Michael Gardner says he gets the Darkness every week too, or every month. Yep. Yeah, definitely. I picked up the first one because I love the art, and then they switched artists, but the art's still decent on it. All right, here we go. We're getting into some Sam Kieth goodness. We got the Batman. Yeah, Dreams.
I think in terms of Sam Kieth stuff, this is probably going to be the most accessible because you can still buy this on like Amazon or order it through your comic shop.
And if you have Comixology, ladies and gentlemen, it's free.
And I'm fairly certain, I could be wrong, but I think there was like an artist edition of this book.
Yeah, there was, but I didn't that's not on Comixology, but I bet you can still find it. Good luck finding the The one I tried to find, though, the Max one. I don't think that one. Anybody who has that one's holding on to it now.
All right, so a little bit of a gripe here, just about design for all of you cartoonists and designers out there. All right, so here we go, right? We got our table of contents, and it tells us, hey, here, issue 1's on page 6, issue 2's on page 28. What good does that do us if there isn't any fucking page numbers, people?
This has come up numerous times, hasn't it?
It does. It's a pet peeve of mine, and every time I see it, I notice it. It's super annoying.
Yeah.
It's like, do you want me to sit here and count 96 pages to find like the 5th issue in this book? You know what I mean?
They do. They want to keep you engaged.
Anyways. But yeah, dude, this book is it's wild. I mean, just the Max is really out there in general. If people out there, I'm sure like the Sam Kieth episode, so I'm sure that people are familiar with just the Max in general, but just what a weird concept, what a weird Batmobile that is.
Super weird concept, and he's pulling Batman into that into his world in this.
I actually have the Max DVD box set, and I meant to pull it up out of my basement.
Oh, sweet. The animated series.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this art, man. Like,
the cartooning on this is incredible.
It's incredible. Like that expression, like his take on Batman, like on the bat symbol and everything. So cool.
I always was of the mind that he draws like the best women, and what I mean by that is they're actually proportionate, very similar to like the Hernandez bros for like Love and Rockets. It's like they actually draw women, proportionate, not Lady Death comic book.
Yeah, and like curvy and like Frank Cho too. Look at that penguin, dude. That's a sick penguin. Yeah.
Just the nastiness.
Yeah. It's funny too, because sometimes he'll draw characters like more realistic, and then other times he just cartoons the hell out of it, and just it's like whatever inspired him in the moment,
Yeah.
Look at that. He loves that, the dueling profiles too.
Yeah, we'll see this a couple of times in these comics coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, this is a cool panel.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is a wild book though. It's just, it makes no sense. If you ever read the Max in general, none of it makes any sense. You're just there for the art.
Exactly. Yeah. So, I was always there for the art.
It's good stuff.
Our buddy Evgeny drew that feathered version of the Max the other day on the tribute live stream. Oh, yeah, this is cool. I haven't seen a lot of these. Is that a Jim Lee?
Certainly looks like it's Jim
almost
Lee,
looks like it. Yeah, it looks like when
sure it is.
It looks like when Jim inks himself, and then Jay Lee. And this is, who's that?
I don't think it
doesn't say.
Let's see if it's labeled anywhere. I don't think it is.
It almost looked like a Gary Frank or something.
Yeah, there's no mention.
Love the interpretation of the Max there. Oh, and then we do get a few little black and white.
Yeah, just some black and whites.
Nice.
Wow, that's insane.
That's cool.
this drawing underneath it.
Yeah. Yeah, just the cartooning.
I always love how the Max doesn't have any like size or like scale. Sometimes he'll be like the size of a building, and sometimes he'll be like the size of a little bouncy ball. It makes
exactly. Let's see. Oh yeah, my buddy John says he's got the Max 1 after Channing Tatum said he was signed on. Yeah, I don't know. I'm assuming because unfortunately Sam, it sounds like he had been diagnosed with that disease like 3 to 4 years ago. So I'm assuming that movie and everything got green lit while all of that was still going on. So it'll be interesting to see if it still goes through.
So I didn't even know this had a reverse cover on it.
Oh yeah,
that is fucking badass, dude.
Yeah. Squidmark says he was there for the existential crisis. Yeah, definitely. It's a good way of describing it. These old Marvel Comics Presents, man, they have some awesome story, like some backup stories and things in there.
Gene Colan.
Yeah, you can find some sick art in these.
But then flip it over, and we got
Rick Leonardi.
Yeah, and Jimmy Palmiotti on it.
That's cool.
Oh wow, that's a cool image.
Yeah, you just never know who you're gonna see doing backup stories in these. I think one of Joe Mad's first works was in Marvel Comics Presents too.
Good old Joe Mad.
Love the sound of the tape opening. It's just music to a comic lover's ears. Look at that
reverse cover. Yeah, dude.
This
isn't Lobo or anything.
Yeah, his human figures were awesome. Look at that. Oh my goodness.
I always love how his Nightcrawler is just always just like from like the neck down, it's always just 100% black for the most part. All right, who do we got on the interiors on this one? Gene Colan again.
Colan and Tom Sutton.
Williamson on that.
Yeah. Classic inker. Who we got on this?
Same team.
Rick Leonardi. Who's the cover on that other one? Is that also Sam?
Yeah, Sam Kieth.
Yeah, I was gonna say I love his the way he draws regular people.
Yeah,
he captures that. It's like you were saying about how he draws women and everything. Like they look like actual people, even though he does go to town with the cartooning on them.
All right, so this is the full miniseries, 1 of 5. So this is one of the weirder things that I was kind of mentioning too. I sent you a picture of this before because this is something that probably isn't on a lot of people's radars.
Yeah.
So look who published this.
Homage.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I don't know if you saw or not, but Jim Lee wrote up like a pretty long, tribute or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool seeing all the different people whose lives he impacted.
Yeah, because we really didn't touch on it at all, but when I first saw his work, man, I honestly don't recall what it was, but it was one of those things that it was like, oh shit, I just need to find everything humanly possible for this dude, and like that's pretty much what started it.
Yeah.
He's obviously like my art style and everything like that. Like it doesn't really show this. Maybe a little bit of like the ink splatter.
Oh wow, Alex Sinclair colored it.
Yeah,
because it was homage. Yeah.
But a lot of it, I think, for my work and where a lot of the influence kind of comes from is just the weird ass page designs or like layouts. Just make it whatever you want, you know.
Yeah, and some of the dry brush and everything.
Sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is one of those weirder like slice of life comics. It's not super hairy, not actiony at all. It's just straight up just slice of life stuff. And he did a full 5 issues of this. This is an ad. But
wow.
Yeah, there's some wild ads in this comic.
Yeah, I love that page design.
Yeah, his designs and layouts are incredible, and like one of the things that he doesn't really do in this book, but he definitely did in a lot of the Marvel Comics Presents stuff, and in the Max with like the weird like Aztec Native American like
that shadow on the go back, the shadow on the tail of that car almost looks like the bat symbol.
Oh yeah, I can see that. Yeah, like the absolute, yeah. Gotta get our DVD players, boys.
Oh, look at that.
2001. Oh, speaking of which, there is this.
Oh, wow.
So it's like DC, like talking about 9/11. So like this must have been like right around that time, obviously.
Yeah.
Kind of interesting.
25 years ago.
Yeah.
Some of these faces, dude, so good.
Yeah, this is just like I said. This is just one of those weirder books, and you rarely ever see this. So I highly doubt this ever got You know, a lot of copies printed out. Whenever I do see this, they're usually bundled up in an entire run together. So if you are at your comic shops, like make sure you're going through like their prepackaged bundles. That's usually where I see this.
Yeah, either that or the lesser aware places are gonna put it in the dollar bin.
That too.
Yeah, so be on the lookout. Yeah, Squidmark says, agreed, his frame layouts were my biggest inspiration. I even showed the Max to my class last month as an example of unique layouts. That's awesome.
And then probably my favorite Sam Kieth book, and this is probably just my favorite Wolverine comic in general.
Blood hungry.
I did an entire YouTube video on this comic, so if you guys want to go back and watch that video, feel free to go check that out. Kind of do more of a deep dive into it. But yeah, dude, this is one of those comics that I said it on the day that kind of the news broke on Instagram, but this book is about as max as you can get without it being the max.
Yeah.
Just batshit art. None of it makes any sense.
But it doesn't have to.
Exactly. It doesn't need to. Dude.
It's epic. You got to have him crouching on something. You got to have him, you know.
Like,
gotta have a beautiful woman in there.
My favorite thing is his Wolverine's claw shape. Like, how does that come out of your arm exactly?
Exactly. Yeah, and how's his arm bent there? How's his wrist able to bend with those claws?
Always with like the
skulls. Yep. Just so cool to see his interpretation.
Good old
Cyber. Yeah, I remember his drawings of Cyber.
It's badass.
Look at
that. Yeah, one of the things though that I pointed out,
that shot there
in my tribute, is just like you don't get a lot of it in a lot of his comics, but in this one in particular, you get a lot of his cartooniness. Dude, like this is fucking incredible.
Perspective. Yeah.
But yeah, if you guys aren't familiar with like what this book is, it's basically Wolverine going on a drug trip. It's like what it is essentially, because he's hallucinating here that he's at kind of 50s diner.
Yep. And there's the signature little spiral tattering of the shredded outfit.
Like, let's just put the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile in my comics.
Yep. The blood sausage machine. Wow.
Yeah,
I'd love to see an artist edition of this. That would be nuts.
So this is one of my favorite ways that I've ever seen in a comic of a way to show passage of time. So they're talking to each other, but through notes on a paper airplane.
Yeah.
So like she writes down her note on the paper airplane and tosses it over to him, and he opens it up and reads it and then tosses it back.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, so it's like a really cool way to kind of like show the passage of time.
Yep.
And then now here Cyber is and Wolverine, they're playing chicken and they crash into each other. In the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile.
In the Wienermobile.
Dude, this.
That's, yeah.
Like, what are these?
I know, and that's like the face is kind of like a Frank Miller, like current Frank Miller kind of vibes. Yeah, he did draw beautiful women, man. Yeah. You could tell he and look at the cat. What do we got?
It's like a rat.
Is it like a boar turning into a rat cat, or what do you got going there? Wow.
But yes, this is what I wanted to show though about his cartooniness. Like, look at that, dude.
Yeah.
Like getting sliced up, and that's how it looks.
It's like every page is different, like a different approach.
Just like this. Look at that. Like that's something straight out of Mad Magazine.
Oh, 100%. Wow.
But yeah, like I said, this is by far probably like my favorite Sam Kieth comic and my favorite Wolverine comic in general.
It's like it fades in and out between realism, surrealism, and like straight up cartooniness, like just depending on It doesn't like, look at that. Like the page on the left, like that's almost like some of those panels look more like a mainstream interpretation, but then you get into the other stuff and it's like just insanity.
Like this,
like
dude.
that. Then we have our dueling heads again.
Of course, with the
Yep. Got some
weird
feathers
Native American
in there,
stuff.
another skull.
Yeah, just incredible stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, if you guys don't own this, man, check it out for sure.
Yeah. Go out there and so there are, I want to say, 2 collections of trades for this. This is the very first one, and I think there was a second printing of the trades, and you can find these for like $30 on eBay, I want to say. So they're not super expensive. But they're not cheap either.
For
so
now.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's some people price gouging at the moment, unfortunately.
All right, and this is the last thing that I'm pulling out here for us.
All right. Oh yeah.
Some alien stuff here. So I don't have the single issues, but I got it here in the trade. But just in general, dudes, these aliens comics are fucking incredible. Like the what's his name? Dennis Beauvais, is that his name? This dude?
I think so, yeah.
Like his airbrushing, dude, it's like, what is even going on?
Crazy, yeah.
But more of that just Native American feathery stuff.
Yeah, he really would like to insert that in a lot of his work. Look at that, his version of the alien.
Hell yeah, dude.
Xenomorph, badass. And again, the crazy layout.
Yep. I love the marker coloring on this comic.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
But I want to say he did like, I want to say 2 or 3 different miniseries for Dark Horse for aliens. For sure, yeah. I know of 2 for sure.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's wild stuff. I mean,
faces.
This is very Wolverine with all the little just hairs.
Little hairs, yeah, little stubble and everything.
I'm not too sure when this was originally published.
But like, look at those figures on the right. Like, they're very like that kind of looks like Jay Lee right there, you know?
Yeah, some like Richard Corbin coloring going on in the background almost.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he got as cartoony on this.
A little cartoony here.
But then there'll be some panels where you're like, oh wait, yes he did.
Oh, breaking out the screen tone.
There it is.
Look at that.
Yeah.
You don't see him use it very often, so.
No.
What is that?
Oh, that's weird.
I'm not too sure what that is. It's like the black
like a negative
they inverted it or something.
Yeah. That's weird.
Dude, the alien just smashing his big brains out. Hell yeah. So now we're talking. I haven't looked at this stuff in a while. It's probably been like a year or 2 since I've looked at it.
That's so cool.
Who did the colors on this? Monica Livingston.
Huh. Beautiful work.
Yeah. Yeah, Dark Horse just had great coloring back in the
It's interesting how they're doing that in like that color hold and making it blue.
Yeah, it's very, very strange. But oh, more screen tone.
Yep.
On the TV there. But yeah, I think that kind of gets down to the gist because we're kind of coming up on, we have 20 minutes left here. It's probably just to look at what you got.
I brought very minimal. I brought 2 things to the table because I didn't have time to dig through and find my Marvel Comics Presents that I have. Oh, look, Starscream.
Marvel Starscream. Yeah, so all of my toys are pretty much in here now. I have all of my McFarlane stuff I still have to put up, and I
Nice.
have a lot of it. So
You with your Transformers, you got any older stuff, or are you more? Well, I'll wait for you to get back. I know you can hear me, but I forgot you got to switch yourself around there. You were fast though. Look at that, like a pro. Swing armed it around. Yeah, no,
look at
show me the figures. You probably can't get your camera around to see those, huh?
I really don't have much. I got my my Krusty doll, Evil
Oh, nice.
Krusty,
There he
right
is.
here. Here, I can
Yeah.
grab him.
Yeah, grab him up. Your room's really come together, man.
Yeah. So if you guys are a fan of The Simpsons, Jack
Halloween.
Specific put these out. Yeah. So this is the Evil Krusty doll, and it's got the pull string on the back.
Nice.
And then of course it does have the evil and good button on the back.
There you go. That's awesome. You got a skateboard over there too.
Yeah, I've been pretty much a skateboarder my entire life.
Oh, awesome, man.
Probably not last year, but the year before, I pretty much exclusively skated in pools, like as a pool skateboarder.
Oh, right on.
And
I tried to skate when I was a teenager. I had all the cool stuff. I had a Tony Hawk skateboard and all that. It was hot pink with the hawk skull on it.
Yeah, but dude, I have so many skateboards though.
I figured.
But what I was gonna say, it's like, yeah, 2 years ago, I was an instructor here at the skate shop.
Oh, cool.
Teaching kids, beginner stuff, and I tore my rotator cuff.
Oh yeah, no good.
Yeah, I was skating
falls.
in the pool.
The falls feel different when you get a little older.
Yeah, I went to do an invert, which is like going upside down hand plant, and my shoulder just gave out, and I just fell straight to the bottom of the pool, concrete. Like
shoulder said, "Nope, we can't do that anymore, Sam."
Yeah, and I laid in the bottom of the pool, and I was the only one at the skate park besides all the kids. So like they're all looking at me like, "What do you do?" And I'm like, I just laid there, pretty much.
Let me get my composure, class.
Yeah. So I don't skate the pools any longer, but still hit the streets, baby.
Well, I've got just a couple of things that I brought to the table here. So let's see. From the old days when you could get Wizard to send you stuff, we got our certificate of authenticity here, 1993, max 1/2. This was a mail-in thing that you could get from Wizard. So I have that. And
was that released before Darker Image? Because I'm pretty sure Darker Image, wasn't that like the first Max thing?
Yeah, this was before Darker Image. And then I also have, I couldn't find it, but I have the Dynamic Forces like exclusive version of Darker Image.
Yeah.
And then of course you gotta have
baby
something, I figured I wanted it slabbed.
Yeah.
Gotta have that. I have like several copies of it, like any good image collector from back in the day. But yeah, I had to get the 9.8 before they started giving 9.9s to everything in existence.
I got my Max 1 through 5 on my spinner rack at all times.
Nice.
And all the other later issues I just keep in my long box. But
I think I might have a reader copy of Darker Image over there. I'm pretty sure. That
one thing is like a $1 bin special. You see,
if I see it, I grab it.
Yeah.
I don't have the variant version. Have you seen that variant version of it? They call it like the silver variant or whatever. It's like looks like black and white or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's I don't have that. I'm gonna have to scour the long boxes for that one. But yeah, I wonder if everybody's out there trying to dig up Sam Kieth stuff, or if the true fans like us already have most of it.
Yeah, I mean, like anytime I go to the comic shop, I always dig for the Max, like literally every time I go in there, because those later issues are impossible to find, and I don't own a majority of those later ones.
We have a antique store not far from us, and the comic vendor there at one point had a ton of those, and I ended up grabbing a lot of the later stuff. So it's like you said, you never see that stuff because it was all low print run.
Yeah, Dave, West Coast Dave has the entire run, and he's selling it for like $320.
Yeah,
and
tempting.
Yeah, and I was like, ooh, do I like buy all of it from him and then just sell off my single issues? And
yeah. Oh, we got our buddy Yevgeny in the house. Bros. Baby. What's up, Yev? Awesome. Always good to have you in here, Yev. We ran through a lot of cool stuff, man. I think this is going to be a fun one for people to watch back and get that Sam Kieth goodness. Oh, really? Yev says I was mentioned by Mateo on their latest Ink Pulp podcast. That's awesome. Hopefully it was good. We had a fun time. Yeah, and actually Sean, his recording got moved up, so I think it's like next week or week after next that I'm going to be recording with Sean. So then I've captured them all. I've gotten all the Ink Pulp guys.
Well, while you have him, make sure you bitch to him that he hasn't come on here yet, because I'm sick of bothering him about it.
I will. He acts like he's busy, you know. He acts like he's busy or something.
Yeah. I'm over it.
It was awesome seeing Mateo's success with the Fourth Father hitting
homie crashed Kickstarter.
He did.
Nuts.
Oh, he was discussing the comics and how parents were against them in some households. Yeah. My parents, it was Spawn. They wouldn't let me buy Spawn, and I think that's what came up with Mateo. We were talking about that. Yeah. For whatever reason, his Spawn was too satanic or something, and it was like, nope, you can't get that one. So I went back and bought Spawn 1 later on when I had my own autonomy. Now I have too many copies of it. Yeah, he says that was it. Yes. That's funny. Yeah, meanwhile, Mateo had all his porno comics hidden under his bed. I think that's what we were talking about. Erotic stuff, you know.
But yeah, for Bristol Bros though, it's like, are we good to say who we got next week?
Yeah, we got our buddy Guy Dorian Sr. coming on. He's gonna be here. He's gonna be fresh off of a couple of cons. He's going to be at a toy convention here. He does a lot in the toy world that people don't know about. So he's going to come on, and we're going to have the legendary Guy Dorian Sr. on with us. Super excited for that. Yeah, Brett said he had the same. Brett and I had a lot of parallels. Yeah, but it was almost a little spooky. We had a lot of, and he was even, I think he even lived here around here at one point. Yeah. Let's go, Guy. Yeah, Guy is going to be a fun guest because he has no shortage of stories to tell. It might be one, Sam, where we got to like cage him up, because we'll probably be on here for 2 hours if we don't say anything, because he can, once you get him going, yeah. We're going to have some insider scoops for sure.
Cool.
It's going to be a fun one.
And then I'm going to be recording a solo Bristol Bros Saturday with Mark Jackson of...
Is he the one in the Mark UK?
Yeah.
He's done
Mark
a lot
of comics. Dude, yeah, he's like big in like the kids comic scene.
Awesome.
And like I said, he reached out to me directly. He does a line of children's books, and his art style is incredible. First of all, like super unique.
It's funny you said he contacted you after the Johnny Ryan one.
Yeah, he's like
two polar opposite worlds, styles of audiences.
Yeah, he's like,
That's
hey,
cool.
I saw your Johnny Ryan interview, and he does. I have a line of kids comics, and he does a couple for me. I'd love to come on. And I was like, hell yeah, dude, just send it.
And the fact that Johnny Ryan does kids that's like a tilt. Like what?
Yeah, the very first comment on either on my YouTube or on Instagram, I can't remember where the comment's at, but somewhere on one of the socials, the very first comment is like, I wouldn't allow Johnny Ryan within 500 yards of my kids.
That's why he's sticking to just doing the books.
Yeah.
Awesome, man. Well, we have exciting stuff coming up. Yeah, and anytime it's a pre-record like that, given with the stipulation that it's safe for my channel, we'll air those interviews during one of the times when we don't have a guest on. So instead of showing books, we'll air the interview, and it'll be my first time getting to see the interview, which will be really cool.
I anticipate this one to be a little more family friendly.
Okay, yeah. Since you're saying it's a kids, he does kids books, and then we're still working on some guests, as we alluded to with Sean and everything, but we have still in the works trying to lock Mr. Rugg down and some other folks. So we'll keep trying, guys. If you want to see people on here, tag them up in our stuff on your story. Say, I want to see you on Bristol Bros with Sam and James. You can tell we always have a good time. Goggins. Oh, you're at the gym. Goggins mode. Someone needs to make, he's a living comic book, man. That guy's like a living superhero. Friggin' doctor broke his scalpel trying to cut through Goggins' meniscus. That's straight out of a comic book right there. Awesome, Sam. Well, this was fun, bro. Any I know what I want to do before we're done. I got to do that because I put this on here real quick. Now, remember, guys, you got to be 18 plus because apparently Sam's Patreon is too pornographic for Patreon with the subject matter. So it will make you click the thing saying you're 18 or older. But yeah, get on there, support Sam's Patreon. Something we really haven't talked about on here, Sam, that I think would be good to wrap up on is the fact that you're in comics full time at the moment. That's where you're putting all your energy and all your creative resources. So the more people can come out and support you, the more it's going to help get the ball rolling on all that.
Yeah, I finally took the plunge, folks. So like the last 2 years and some change, I've been pounding away at the sand like nonstop. Anybody that knows who I am and that's worked with me knows that's like I keep my nose at the grind zone. I just go, and I don't stop. So with that being said, feel free to head over to the Patreon, give me a follow, even if it's a free account. I post free stuff up on there. Pretty frequent. It's like I even look at some Patreons that have been around for a couple of years, and I already have more posts than they do. Just kind of on the perspective. So you definitely get your money's worth, and I make sure that everything I do is of quality and you're getting your money's worth on everything. And it's the best way to support me directly, obviously, besides going on Patreon, going to my website. It's just sam-mcclurg.com, picking up my comics from me. Best way to support me, honestly, is buying original art, pages, so on and so forth. That's definitely the best way to help, fund me, pay my bills, so on and so forth, because this
you just showed some art that you have available. I saw on your Instagram stories not that long ago too.
Yeah, I have 2 full art binders full, and then probably like a stack, maybe like a half-inch thick of stuff that I have to get rid of. So if you are going to be at Heroes Con or IC3 in Providence, Rhode Island, I'm going to be at both of those cons. So I'm going to have all of my art with me for the most part. Some of it I'm going to have cordoned off because that's going to be on my Kickstarter. So obviously if it's attached to that, I can't hawk it off elsewhere. And then with that being said, I do have the Kickstarter I'm going to be launching on the first week of June. And then I'm already cranking away at the book. I got page 9 sitting on my board right now as we speak. I get a page done about every 2 days now that I'm cranking away at it full time.
Yeah, because you're doing a lot of side extracurricular creative stuff too, like the little design you sent me earlier that you spent a ton of time on. So it's not like you're just working on the pages. You got a lot of side projects that you're hustling on as well.
Yeah, and with that being said, I'm not too sure what I'm going to be doing with anthologies going forward. I've done 4 of them. Technically, I've done 5, and kind of at the point to where it's like I might want to use that resource and energy into doing my own things. I kind of already told you what I'm kind of thinking about doing in between my white line issues. Because since I'm not working 50-hour work weeks for the man anymore, you know, I have the time and energy that I can crank more comics out.
Yeah.
And it's like last year I put out seven different comics on top of all the stuff that I 3D printed and shorts that I made and all that other stuff. I don't have that baggage on me anymore, so I'm able to crank out more comics. So I'm talking, we're going to be doing zines and, you know, going to be printing out more t-shirts and more prints and all that kind of stuff. So we're going to get the ball rolling, and it's not your typical comics, zine, fanzine sorts of stuff. Like, I'm thinking outside the box with what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to mesh, like, you know, my passion of skateboarding and art and music and all this kind of stuff and mash it all up together. Because ultimately I am a cartoonist, and that's what my main gig is, but I am the brand. So anything that, you know, that I jive with, hard rock, punk music, you know, metal, skateboarding, all that kind of stuff, it's all going to be there, folks.
It's an amalgamation.
And I have a lot of cool stuff planned for the Kickstarter. And if you go and be a paid member, I already have some of the Kickstarter preview stuff up for you guys to look at, and it might blow some of your minds.
Awesome, man. Perfect pitch, man. Perfect way to end it. Always good to see you, buddy. Get that Red Bull down so you can make some more comics after you get off here. I gotta get off air so Sam can tell me this Space Ghost related story. I'm not gonna let him forget about that. Everybody watching, make sure you join us every Tuesday, 7 p.m. PST. Set a reminder. We're going to have Mr. Guy Dorian here next week. Really looking forward to it. And let's see, check the chat. Michael Gardner says, hell yeah, Sam. Y'all have a great night. Have a great night. Mr. Michael and Squid Marks says, later, bros. All right. Peace, everybody.
Bye.